Welcome to your daily focus for April the 3rd, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you truly for all of the love, the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Well, let's see what the energy is going to be for us today. The Sun. It's about us. It's about our happiness. It's about our balance. It's about our goals. It's about our dreams. It's about bringing perfect harmony and peace of mind in. That's what's on the table for us today. That's what we are looking at. Four of Cups. Four of Cups is starting to haunt us, isn't it? Showing up everywhere. What is the fear that is holding us back from not reaching for that cup? And are we grateful for what we already have in our life? And the Moon. So very strong cards. We have the Sun and the Moon today. And I think the Sun squares the Moon today. So let's see what our angel card is. And we'll take a closer look at the Sun, the Four of Cups, and the Moon. So it's really about finding that balance today, feeling that peace of mind, bringing it into existence, which could be good because, you know, we have the Four of Cups in the middle, and if we stay grateful for what we have in our life today, we can find some true compromises. We can find some true fixes when it comes to relationships, when it comes to partnerships, when it comes to bringing that balance into our life. "36, change and development." So 6 plus 3 is a 9, which means that it's endings that allow change to happen, endings that allow new developments to show up in our life. So let's go back to the Sun. The Sun is really about us being in the center. Now, the light does come from us, so it's up to us to raise our energy into a very positive energy, but with the other cards, I think that's very possible if we stay in the conscious. It's also, we could pull ourselves to the very negative with these cards, depending on how we perceive things in our life, how we look upon things in our life. So today, we need to see the beauty, the light that surrounds us, the friendships in our life. We need to be grateful for what surrounds us, for what we have to work with and going forward. And to have more belief in ourselves. With the Sun and the Moon here on the table, we really need to raise our belief in ourselves, our conscious awareness of who we are, our talents, our gifts. That we don't have to be fearful about taking the next step. And we need to get excited about taking the next step. So how do we raise that excitement in ourselves? How do we raise that expectation that that cup is going to be filled with good things, beautiful things, happiness, joy, laughter, accomplishment? Well, the first thing I thought of is we get stripped down to the basics here, or we need to strip down to the basics of what truly brings in happiness and contentment in our life. And then we can see the triggers of what brings in the anxiety, what brings in the worry, the fear, the concern, the chaos, the fires that we need to put out. What keeps us out of balance? Because when we strip it all down to the very basics, to the very necessities of what we truly need, you know, is it our health, our well-being, our spirituality, certain people in our lives, a certain career goal, or maybe it is the harmony we feel or the balance we feel when we are creating something. What brings in balance and what does not bring balance into our lives? What dissipates our energy? What holds us back? Because with the Four of Cups, we sit there and we could easily stand up and grab that cup. So something holds us back. Is it fear? Is it anxiety? Is it worry? Is it not believing in yourself or what you want to step into enough? Is it a fear of allowing yourself to feel that passion? Because you might get hurt. And so to ward off that feeling of hurt, we're terrified to step into the joy that could be. Change and development. We need to allow to let go, to see where we need to tweak, where we need to fix, where we need to mend, where we need to maybe change our perspective on a situation and see it through somebody else's eyes, or at least in another way. It's allowing the development of our lives to continue, of not putting on the brakes, of standing up and grabbing that cup. So I think there's a lot of thought that goes into today, absolutely. But also there needs to be an action. If we expect the change to happen, if we expect the development to happen, we also need to take action. I would think it was more in our voice and our thoughts more than an actual physical movement. We'll grab our higher intuition cards here. See what our wise animals have to say. So it is a very powerful day for us with the sun and the moon on the board. I mean, it's all about you. It's all about your passion. It's all about how that passion comes out and how it's stifled. And understanding what needs to change. I think we're open to change today. I think we are open to the development of who we are, what we do. But we have to rip off those blinders. We have to stay open-minded. We have to be grateful for what we already have to work with. And we have to let go of the fear that there's something, the unknown is going to hurt us in some way. Instead of improving our lives, instead of bettering our lives, instead of bringing in the balance, bringing in the peace of mind. Eye on the prize. And go all the way to the back to visit the vulture. Release goals and vision. In order to land your dream life, you need to make a conscious effort to visualize it happening. However, keeping your eye on the prize takes practice. It's all about getting rid of the misconceptions about yourself, giving up emotional baggage, and putting a new belief system into place. Vulture tells you that you have waited long enough to gain the life that you want. You have spent wasted time looking at what everybody else has and spent too much time wishing instead of doing. Along with long-term goals. Oh, it is now time for you to create short-term goals along with long-term goals. Make yourself accountable by writing your goals down. It helps to keep the vision of what you want in clear sight. Pick up projects from the past and make the effort to finish them. Completion helps to open doors for new projects instead of cluttering the path. These projects can be as little as rearranging your cabinets, cleaning the garage, or sparkling up your resume and sending it out. Spend some time reflecting on the past years and bring about conclusions. Think of it as the time the farmers harvest their crops and prepare the land for the next season. You too have to prepare the mind, the body, and soul for the same. Visualize what you want to have happen, and then keep your eye on the prize. And with the Four of Cups, that's exactly what we're doing. We're visualizing how that cup is going to fill. So keep your eye on the prize today. Understand that you can attain whatever you want in life, but you have to allow that light to shine. And you have to be completely honest with yourself about what truly makes you happy and what is dissipating your energy, what is extra baggage, and allow changes to happen, developments to happen, closures to happen, endings to happen, so that you can make room for the new and beautiful that is just a step away. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.